Hello and welcome you guys to Skyblock, arguably one of the best survival maps ever made for this game, and it's been heavily requested in the comments, in the live streams, and other forms, other mediums of communication that I should be playing this map. I've been asking to play a good map, and because I haven't played one in a while, and this one ticked every single box, and I didn't even really consider it because I've played it before, and I haven't played this one as such. I played the first one when it first came out, and it was fun as hell, so we might change our settings, and I'm glad I checked that because, oh my god, OCD is going to kill me. We really need to be playing on hard if we're going to call ourselves good. But yeah, for those who haven't played this map is a survival, very, very survival orientated map. You spawn on this small little island, and your goal is to survive and fill out 50 achievements. But since the previous patch, it has been reduced to 49 achievements now, due to the fact that you can't create books without leather anymore. So my goal is for this Let's Play, is to finish this map, and finish every single achievement before we end it. And I'm not going to release these frequently, but I just want to get them out on a semi-regular basis, and I don't know what will work for me, but if you guys would like to see more of it, please let me know via a comment or a like rating on the videos. It'll make me know that I'm doing something right and I'm good to release more episodes. So what we've got here is just the basic startup, and the very first achievement, of course, is definitely to get ourselves a cobblestone generator. And the way I do this is by doing this and this. So actually I better not do that. We've got to wait till this melts first. And what we've got here, this little trench here, the purpose of it is to make sure that the water goes down here and it doesn't get to the lava here and turn it into obsidian, because that's something I found myself doing a few times in my first few Let's Plays of this, non-recorded of course. I found myself getting to the point where I turned this little doofer into obsidian pretty quickly. Either that or otherwise I would lose a block. Now I get pretty pedantic with this. If I lose a block, I'm probably going to cry. These blocks of my babies, nobody's touching my babies. So every piece of dirt here is extremely precious. As you can probably tell, if it goes down, it's not coming back out. So I don't even know if that's loud. Okay, so we should be back, and it shouldn't be too bad. But I'd like to have the music going for this Let's Play. This is going to be a kind of raw episode, and I'm going to give you guys these episodes in 15-minute intervals. And that way it should be fairly good. I've thought of different ways of releasing it, and the 15-minute interval thing is kind of what I want to be going for, and that's generally what you guys want to see. So that's what we're going to go for in this series, and it's going to be split up. I'm going to record a session every now and again, and you'll see episodes 1, 2 to 3 kind of melding together, as opposed to them being introduced separately. And I want to do this because I feel it's the most organic way for me to do it. If you notice, whenever I record my vanilla Minecraft Let's Play, what I do is I start and stop record, kind of introducing new episodes as they go. But as I said, this one, oh my goodness, we need torches. But before we can get torches, we need to make a base around this tree. That's what I'm doing right now. Saplings are just as crucial as dirt, and the problem is if I miss any saplings on this, I'm gonna be completely devastated. We want to seek a profit out of this tree, and if we don't, we're kind of screwed. Especially at the start, we don't exactly have many resources apart from wood to work with. In fact, wood is the only resource we can do anything with. It's the only way we can get cobblestone, but I might actually hook myself up with that now. What the hell? That really scared me. I didn't see where that block went. I got really confused. But if you guys haven't played this map before, I'm going to be doing this playthrough as if I haven't played it. So if you'd like to play it for yourself and you want to play along with me, I'll put a download link to this map in the description. There are multiple versions of this map, but the version I'm playing right now is version 2.1. So if you want to stay true to my playthrough, that is the version you'll need to be playing. But the very first version is also very good, and that's actually the first one I ever played. So if you kind of want to have a look at the old nostalgic kind of way that it was played, that's the way to go. It's not what we want. So if I fail at any point, I'm going to be a bit devastated because the consequences are high and I can't afford to lose much. Nope. Okay. I got really concerned just then. But basically, my strategy is to knock down this tree and create a netting underneath it that allows me to collect every single sapling, making sure none of them go off into the abyss. Now, it is a kind of a risk, and if you're as stupid as me and you haven't created a big enough net, there is a chance that they can pop out and go bloop and off the side. So a way to combat that, if you have a bit of time on your hands, is to stand directly next to those ledges where you might feel like it has potentially a chance to fall off. But as you can see, we just got extremely lucky. We've got 2 saplings straight off the bat, which is something a bit rare out of like the first 3 leaves. So we've been treated nicely. I remember one of my first ones, I don't even know if I got a sapling out of it, and I had to restart it, so that's definitely a good sign if you're getting 2 saplings out of the first 3 blocks. So we've definitely, even if we get nothing more out of this tree, we've still done well. We've tripled the amount of trees that we can grow, and we should be off to a good start with this. Now, what I want to do, instead of using all of this dirt to create this platform, I want to be using cobblestone. So we've created our cobblestone generator here, and all that's left to do now is turn some of this wood here into, I want to keep a little bit, you'll see why in a minute. I want to create a crafting bench here, and generally I try to keep the thing away from the lava because it can burn. I think the chest can burn as well, but I don't know, I haven't seen that done in a while. So what we want to do with this crafting bench is place this down, and obviously what we want to be doing is utilizing this cobblestone generator that we've just created, and that way we can stop using dirt to expand our island, and instead we can start using cobblestone. Now you'll notice that just happened. That can be really annoying, especially early game. So a mini tip I could give you guys, and I probably need a few blocks for this, but a mini tip that I would suggest for you guys that I imported for myself. Actually, what I might do, I might actually put my crafting bench here. I can't have to be really efficient with my blocks and where I put them, otherwise we can find ourselves running out of stuff very quickly. So here it is. Here's my little tip for today. Create a small little case for yourself to sit in. Poke this block out here. I might just use the wood here. And stand in this position. And what this will do will give you a better chance at picking up the cobblestone block as opposed to the burning. Another tip I can give you guys, if you want to preserve your cobblestone blocks like that, is to put a little half slab or a block over the top of this lava source. Although I don't really know if that's too necessary right now. Maybe it is, I don't know. We'll wait until we get at least 3 cobblestone. Nope. Okay, that's bad. I'm going to put wood there as well because, as you know, the pickaxe won't exactly tear through that wood. And you can just hold your finger down and wait. So now that we have these 3 cobblestone, I think what we might do is make some slabs. And this isn't generally the gecko approach that you would do normally, but that's something I want to do right now. There is obviously still a chance that you can lose some of these cobblestone blocks, but with each block that covers it, there's a less and less chance that they get burnt. Now, there are upgraded cobblestone generators that we will be making in this series, but we'll get to them when we're ready, because we don't really have enough cobblestone to kind of throw around and work on creating a second generator. And if you noticed, sneakily over here is a second island, and that's where a lot of other resources are, and that's going to be a pretty hefty objective that we need to get towards. And once we get there, we should be able to start farming a fair few different things. And whilst we mine some cobblestone, I think we might place these trees down. And these can be grown side by side, but the only issue with that, you probably noticed, is that if you're doing that, you get a lot less leaves out of the trees. And what does help is if you get a really massive tree, but what doesn't help is if you put 3 saplings directly next to each other, similar to what I've just done there. What actually happens is that they all merge into one, and realistically you don't get 3 trees worth of leaves. That's a lot to say at once. You kind of just get about 150% of one tree, so you kind of reduce the amount of saplings productivity by 50%. And obviously that's just rough numbers, but it is generally safe to space them out as much as possible. Unfortunately, we don't have that luxury in this Skyblock playthrough currently, considering the lack of cobblestone. Now, what I like to do in this playthrough, what I like to do in my previous one rather, was to make a little cobblestone base directly underneath the dirt land. And what that'll do, that acts as a mega safety net in case we drop dirt. And I always like to have multiple layers in this, making sure the dirt obviously is on the top one, preserving it as much as we can. Now I don't know, it does take a lot of cobblestone to do this, but I feel like it's extremely worth it considering the fact that dirt isn't renewable, cobblestone is, so that's why we do that. But for this first episode, we're going to be generating cobblestone together. In the future, I may speed it up, and that may, I don't know, that may make, oh, nope. Now that's something we really want to wholeheartedly avoid, and I don't want to panic and just die. I've got to make sure my difficulty is on hard. I don't want to fall into the trap of forgetting to do that. When that happens, we got to make sure to block off that lava and make sure it doesn't get any closer to you than it needs to get. What can happen, especially if you're making it out of wood, is your lava will set fire to everything around it, and that it can be pretty bad, especially when you're fairly far through and you've got a bunch of wood stuff set up. But I think we've got enough cobblestone here that we can start thinking about making a little base. But before we do that, I think it's necessary that we kind of expand this island a little bit. And the way I want to do this is just kind of in one direction currently. It is expensive cobblestone wise to kind of go around the outside completely, and that's probably the point where I'll be doing sped up cobblestone mines. I want to make this series as efficient as I can, making sure that we cut out some of the poor parts, such as cobblestone mining. Now I'm going to pick these up and put these back down because what I want to do is make sure I get my farm set up from the get-go and not be congested with trees everywhere like it's done in the past. Now, what I'm going to do here is start my little cobblestone little platform underneath. Now, this is extremely risky, guys, so this can make or break a series, so whenever you do something risky like this, make sure you don't take everything at once, and especially if you're going underneath it, you really want to try and preserve as much. So if you place the water down, don't take the bucket with you, put it away, and only take about half of what you're willing to lose. If I lost all my cobblestone just then, I'd be pretty devastated. And I'm just going to connect this cobblestone directly to the bedrock. That is the spawn area. And we're going to slowly chip away at this, creating it and making it as big as we can. And when we get to the point where it's outdone all of the dirt, we will reconstruct the island, and what we'll do is just relocate it on top of this instead of having like this gap in between. And what I'm going to do right now is fix my frap settings because I've been recording in half size, so I'll be right back, guys. Okay guys, so there we go. Derpy old me was recording in the wrong settings, and we're almost done with episode 1. We've got about a couple of minutes I can shed with you guys, and I actually thought I may have overjumped it. But let me know in the comments section if you enjoyed the first episode. Don't want that. Let me know in the comments section if you enjoyed this first episode, and I'll be sure to keep bringing these out. As I said previously, I will not be bringing these out too regularly, but instead when I know that you guys are happy with the episode and I'm good to release another one. I kind of don't like to put out too much of one series, unless of course it is one of my more common Let's Plays like my Feed the Beast or my Minecraft Feed the Beast or my vanilla Let's Play. So if you guys would like to see more Skyblock as discussed, please let me know in the comments or leave a nice rating, and that'll let me know that I'm good to go for new episodes. So anyway, I think we've achieved more than what I even wanted to do in this episode, so I'm extremely happy. What we will be doing... Nope. Really got to avoid having wood directly next to that. In between now and the next episode, I'll probably mine out a stack of cobblestone to try and give us a bit of stone capital to work with and make sure we can expand this island as fast as possible. But anyway guys, I think that is the first episode of Skyblock complete. Thank you all for watching, and I look forward to you coming in the second episode.